To get Auburn back in the same level as Georgia and Alabama?
It comes down to the players. It comes down to the commitment we have to continue to change this program for the better, continue to set a foundation for this year and years to come, and recruiting. Coach Freeze always says it's all about recruiting. So the players initially set the foundation for year one, and then recruiting the best players we can, hopefully elevate this program.
You left Vandy, you played him again. How weird would that be?
It'll be pretty funny just playing some of my best friends I've built bonds with the last couple of years. So I'm just excited for the opportunity. Obviously not looking past UMass week one, but I'm definitely excited to play some of my best friends. It'll be like playing backyard football, man.
What kind of went into that decision to leave?
A lot of different things. I think the first thing is just elevating myself academically. I'm able to start my PhD here. I think elevate myself on the field as well. I'm able to play at a program that traditionally wins games and continues to become a better program as we speak, and also the opportunity to lead and mentor the younger guys, continue to impact the world in a positive way. So those three things.
So you already have a master's?
Yes, sir.
How do you juggle that?
I don't nap, but a lot of different things. I just have passions in a lot of different areas in life, and I want to be the best football player I can be. I also want to be the best person I can be, and the best person in the academic pace I can be. So just continuing to have a drive for myself to be better on and off the field is something that helps me juggle it.
What does it mean to be here at ST Media Days after transfer?
It's a blessing. I mean, think about it, I've only been at Auburn for 6 months, and I'm here representing the university, the coaches, and my teammates, and that's just a blessing. I think it speaks to how God has worked in my life every single day, but also it speaks to the respect level my coaches have for me, my teammates have for me, and everything in between. So I'm just excited to be able to represent them in a positive way.
Were you surprised to be asked?
I wouldn't say surprised because I wasn't looking forward to it or not looking forward to it, if that makes sense. I feel like a surprise would come if I was anticipating it or not anticipating it, but I wasn't. I was just excited to be a part of the Auburn family and selected.
What are your thoughts about Texas and Oklahoma joining the conference?
I think it's a beautiful thing. It's a running joke we always say. There's only 3 conferences in the world, the SEC, the NFC, and the AFC. So that strengthens the SEC. Texas and Oklahoma are great programs, not only for football, but baseball and basketball, everything in between. They're recruiting at a high level, and it's going to elevate the program, not the program, the conference in a positive way.
Police spoke real highly of you, and he was asked about you this morning. Said you guys still stay in touch. What was that conversation like when you told him you, going in the portal, and how often do you guys communicate?
Well, I love Coach Lee. He's allowed me in a way to elevate my life on and off the field and give me the opportunity to come here to Auburn at a place that I'm valued and loved, and I'm thankful for him granting me the opportunity. I'm just excited about where that program is headed, and I'm thankful for the experience that I have with him, and just looking forward to represent the Auburn family in the best way I know how. I'm excited to be here and War Eagle.
What's your take on Coach Freeze? Obviously an experienced guy, he's won everywhere. He lost his job at Ole Miss, but he's back now in the SEC. What's your take on him and maybe what makes him a coach?
Coach Freeze is an amazing man. I think what makes our relationship unique is that it's faith-based, and also, a track record with winning. So I think a faith-based institution, a faith-based person leading a program that naturally gets a lot of talent in the state of Alabama and the Southeastern Conference is a mix and a force to be reckoned with.
Hugh said that you kind of earned this coming today by being a leader, showing up every day, doing the right things. How have you been able to do that and put such a quick turn at Auburn?
Yeah, I think it takes consistency. Leadership takes consistency, and I think I show up every single day knowing how to work hard, because I was saying work hard, knowing how to work, the connectivity I have with my teammates, and also the ability to continue to lead in a positive way. So I think those are 3 things that are important.
As Auburn tries to get back to the top of this league, how much credibility does you have having done it at a place where that wasn't traditional to win at a really high level in a place where it wasn't easy?
Yeah, I think Auburn naturally, like we talked about, traditionally wins a lot of games and can get high-level recruits, and I think Coach Freeze is in the perfect position to be successful here. Like I talked about earlier, it's going to start with the foundation here in year one, the plays you make on the field. Obviously, we want to continue to improve off the field, but on the field as well. It's going to speak volumes to the recruits as we get higher-level recruits to continue to improve this program in a positive way. But I think he can definitely do it as he's done it before in the past.
As you've been around him, is there something about him that you think has allowed him to reach those highest levels?
His connectivity with the players. Yeah, his connectivity with the players, from player to player, from coach to player, from coach to coach. He has a unique sense of how to, gather people and a good pulse to the locker room and continue to improve the program.
You described Freeze as a man of faith. What does that mean to you when you talk about faith with regards to him?
Everything. God is the center of my life, God is the center of his life. We serve the same God, he's a loving God, and I think that allows us to have different conversations. It allows me to have confidence in him because I know who's the driving force of his ship. You know what I'm saying? So it's amazing to be able to have that in a head coach, and I'm excited to continue to build a relationship with him on the field as plays are being made and wins are going on the score sheet, but most importantly off the field as we continue to build a relationship for the next part of our lives.
You know, Vanderbilt really hasn't had a lot of guys transfer. They've had some. I mean, how difficult a decision was that when you made it?
I think it's been pretty difficult in a way initially, but now I'm just comfortable being here with the Auburn family. I think that also speaks volumes to the program that they're building over there. Not a lot of transfers going out means the culture there is building and going well. But most importantly, I'm here representing the Auburn family, and I'm excited too because, again, this granting of the ability and the opportunity to transfer has allowed me to become a better person, a better player. I'm excited to showcase that on Saturdays.
I'm sure it probably crossed your mind. I mean, you're coming back to Nashville today, and you were going to see those guys at the same time. I'm sure you probably ran across them.
I mean, 100%, but it wasn't something that, scared me or shook me up because I still keep in contact with those guys. I've been here and built relationships and was a leader of that program, so that, continues to, show face in every single day in every single way.
Important question. Have you found the chicken parm in Auburn yet?
Hey, man, you remembered. Okay,
Yeah.
So my Auburn, food connoisseur vibes are continuing to grow. The chicken parm I haven't found yet, but I do really enjoy. The second favorite thing to eat is cheeseburger and french fries, so I like Sheila C's,
Yeah.
and I like the Hound. Those are two things that I'm like, okay, my two spots for right now.
Milkshake at Sheila C's. Do you go vanilla or chocolate?
Vanilla.
It's much better.
Chocolate tastes too much like ice cream to me as far
Yeah,
as
I
milkshake, so I like to eat everything together. Cheeseburger, one bite, two french fries, sip of milkshake. I can't do that with the chocolate. It messes my stomach up, I think. I don't know.
How do you see your role in this defense in this upcoming season?
Yeah, I see my role as unique. I see myself being able to do a lot of different things: rush the passer, stop the run, cover tight ends, running backs, and drop in zone coverage. But particularly what makes me unique is that I have a ton of experience in this conference, playing various different fronts, various different people, various different programs in a lot of different ways. So I think that provides a uniqueness. Additionally, my leadership is going to be able to be showcased every single day on Saturdays.
Jalen McLeod, what have you kind of seen? I know y'all haven't done full scale practices.
We've seen it.
Okay, what have you seen out of him?
J-Mac, man, that dude's athletic. He's freaky. He's twitchy. The dude I'm excited to share the field with. I'm excited to continue to learn from him in terms of pass rush. I'm excited to be able to grow a relationship with him off the field as well. And I'm excited for y'all to see him on Saturdays. Dude's twitchy. Dude can rush the passer. He's a great athlete, a great person, and a great player.
How wild is it to see a guy his size be as effective as a pass rusher as he is?
I mean, you think about it, all the jacks we have in our position group are different types of players, different body types, different movement skills, everything in between. But you see his success on the field, and pass rush is a lot about effort, a lot about hands, a lot about athleticism and twitch. He has every single attribute you can think of. So it's just amazing to see that in works. And I haven't seen it in practice yet, but I've seen it in drills, different things like that, and game film. So I'm excited to see it.
How do y'all skill sets vary? I know that he's maybe like a third down type guy. What have you kind of seen out of that? And I guess what do you think you bring to the table in terms of your pass rushing skill set?
Our skill sets vary just firstly in size. I'm 6'6", 275. He's 6'2", 230, 235. So just in size, we're just look a lot different. But in terms of skill set, I have a ton of length, I have a ton of experience, and I know how to stop the run at a high level. And also I'm a player that has played in this conference a ton. He's a guy that's unique in a way, super twitchy, athletic. He's played at a high level and rushed the passer at a high level. So I think uniquely we're going to marry up and provide a nice 1-2 punch per se in the jack room. We have other guys as well that are going to continue to contribute, but our skill sets, bounce off each other in a way.
How much do you think you're going to be playing defensive end, and how fluid are those two positions together?
With Coach Roberts, they're very fluid because he's a multiple front kind of guy, so I won't play too much of 3 down, a 3-point stance in, but I'll play on the other side and we'll be able to share the field in multiple different fronts. So.
How often does Jalen brag about those 2 strips of Texas A&M?
He doesn't. He's a humble guy. He's an amazing player and an amazing person. Like I said, he doesn't brag about it, but again, we see it on tape. That's amazing. I've never seen that in my life. So I watch it. I'm like, dang, Jalen, you did that? What did it feel like? I don't know. I just blacked out, man. I said, hey, man, you're a ball player.
You talked about kind of coming back here and seeing a lot of your old coaches. Another one of your old coaches, Derek Mason. I mean, back again. I mean, what was it like to see him and get to interact with him?
Coach Mason has known me since I was 16 years old. So that's just, brought joy to my heart to see him, see that he's happy, see he's enjoying his life, taking a sabbatical from coaching. But he's a guy that I connected with, a guy that recruited me at a place like Vanderbilt to play a position that, I played offense mainly in high school. So he's a byproduct of his recruitment and him allowing me to play college football at Vanderbilt is the reason why I'm here today, sitting here talking to you guys. So I'm just super thankful for him and God placing him in my life.
Sure, and then continuing with that Vanderbilt, I mean, you faced Georgia a couple times. You're going to face them again this year. I mean, what do you feel like is going to be the difference now being with Auburn facing against that Georgia offense?
It's a good question. I think I always talk about the talent level we have on our back end, our corners, our secondary, our safeties, our nickels. They're a super talented group, and that's going to help the front be successful this year. Everybody on that roster on the back end is super talented, and in the middle we got a ton of transfers, and that's going to allow our front to be successful this year.
And you faced a variety of quarterbacks from Fromm to Stet to, I mean, everyone. I mean, what has it been like to face that many cavalcade of various quarterbacks from Georgia?
It allows me to have a sense of confidence in who I am as a player and the type of plays I can make on the field. I faced a lot of different quarterbacks in my career, not only at Georgia, and a lot of different offensive linemen throughout the SEC, just playing for so long. And I always go back to watching on Sundays and seeing that Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, and I remember scoring a touchdown against them a few years back, and that was something that I always hit my head on. It's like I did it as a 19-year-old player playing in this league, and I know I can make plays in this league at a high level if I can do that at a young age against those high-level players.
Elijah, what was it like being asked to come and represent Auburn, a program that